keep on rocking.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Dark House Films, a show dedicated to show you how to do amazing visual effects and film techniques with low budgets.
Oh yeah!
Now today we're going to be doing this Cyclops Superman heat vision effect. And we are going to use 3 third-party plugins.
Oh hell no!
Heat distortion, twitch, and optical blur, all from Video Copilot.
That's what I'm talking about.
Alright guys, so here we are now in After Effects, and this is what we're going to be doing today. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to drag our clip to our new comp. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and open our tracker. So track motion. Alright. So we put it in the center. We put it in the center of our right eye. And we start tracking. Now, it got fucked up. So we put it in the center. So this is what we're going to be looking for. Okay. And we start tracking. Alright, there we go. Now we're going to create a new null. And we're going to name this right eye. Right eye null, to be more specific. Okay, we're going to shut that off. And we're going to edit target. Right eye null. Okay. Apply. X and Y. Okay. Alright, so next thing we're going to do, layer, new, another null. We're going to rename this left eye. We're going to rename this left eye null. Alright, so we're going to, one more time, track motion, set it up on our left eye, expand it a little bit, search area, and we start tracking. Okay, and it got messed up there. So let's see, where did it got messed up? Right there. Alright, there we go. So now we see that our null stays somewhat okay. Right, so we shut that off. Go to target, left eye null, okay, apply, X and Y, okay. So there we go. And now our left null sticks to our eye. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to create a new solid. We're going to call this right flare. Let's go to Effects, Video Copilots, Optical Flares. Now, we could do two things. We could just use a preset, or we can go ahead and create our own little flare. What do you guys prefer? Natural flares. Let's go ahead and use the preset and then adjust it a little bit, tweak it a little bit. Let's go ahead and use this one. Solo. Alright. Change the render mode to transparent. Now let's change our color to red. Change our blend mode to add. There we go. Maybe we all gotta scale this slightly more. Let's see. Let's go to 5. No. Let's go to 10. Slightly more. 20. There we go. 20 is fine. Now, parent it to our right eye. And look at that. It sticks. It's not a perfect stick, if you ask me, but fuck it. Let's move this slightly more. There we go. See? Alright, so we gotta decide where is our beam gonna kick out. I'd say right about here. There. So before we move on to the left eye flare, we're gonna make the beam. And we're gonna call it beam. But look for the beam effect. Add it to our beam layer. Starting point. Let's put it right in the middle of the eyes. Ending point. Let's go right there. Seems like it's gonna blow up the fucking roof. Alright. So let's keyframe these two. And since the beam moves slightly a little bit, here we go. Again, there's going to be a lot of movement, so this doesn't necessarily have to be perfect unless you guys want it to. And for the purpose of this tutorial, let's go as fast as we can. Don't want to have you guys bored to death here. Now, this is my very first tutorial, so I hope you guys bear with me. And if you guys don't like it, then you know what to do. Anywho, alright, so this is where our beam kicks off. Start with the thickness. Let's go to 41. And our ending thickness, let's go to 4,000. Alright. What the fuck was that? Alright, so it's starting to look a little bit better. Now, go to 0. Put our length here. This is where we're going to start it. And we're going to bump it up to 50. There we go. Now the colors, let's put the inside color to red. Let's go to softness to 100. See how that looks. Alright. Blending mode, let's switch that to add. And bam! It starts to look beautiful. I think this is a little bit too thick. Or perhaps, let's click U and see our keyframes. And then this is the end position. Let's go to our end position and move it slightly higher. See if we put it higher. Now bear with me, my computer is being slightly slow right now. So it's being recorded, I don't know. Let's put the softness to 75. Alright, I like that better. The edge softness gives it about better, like more glowishy look. Alright, so let's see how that looks. Boom. Okay, anywho. Okay, so since our beam it starts right there, click our beam and bracket. Just start it there. That way we don't have our beam before that. Okay, next thing we're gonna do, create a lens flare. Go to scale, go to 20, and then here, go to 50. There we go. I like that 50. I'm gonna go 75 maybe. There we go. I like that. Maybe we can switch this up slightly more. Let's see. Bam. Okay. Alright. Now we're going to duplicate our flare layer. We're going to name it, instead of R for right, we're going to name it L. And we're going to position it on our left eye. There we And now since this is parented to the right, we're going to parent this one to the left. Flare. Alright, so let's see how that looks. Alright, so it looks much better. Starting to look much better. Let's bump it up. The fuck was that? Let's bump this up to 100. Let's also bump this one up to 100. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now, in our beam, thanks to Video Copilot, we have a beautiful plugin called Twitch. And our Twitch is going to be set to, let's see, 20. Now, alright, so our Twitch, we're going to enable blur, our color, and our lighting. We're going to set it to 20. Now let's see. Okay, so let's see. Better, right? Of course. Now we just copy our Twitch layer. We apply it to our left and our right flares. Okay. Now in the case of the Twitch and our left and right, we're going to click 0 for the amount. And where the beams start to get bigger, click 100. Now we do the same thing for our left flare. Click 0, keyframe it, and 100. So let's see how that looks now. Yeah, maybe not 100 on the flares. Maybe let's bring this to 20 per se. Let's do the same thing here. Let's go to 20. Now let's see. Okay. I like that better. Now, our beam. See this first frame where our beam kicks in? It bothers me. So let's set our opacity to 0. 3 frames up. 100. That way it feels. Now how about, you see how it also kinda goes everywhere? Don't like that. So let's switch this up. Now the endpoint is at, well, the end thickness is at 4000. And right here, how about if we bump it up to 3000? No, that's 300. It's 3000. I think that looks much better. How about 3500? I think that looks much better. Okay. Here. Go to 1000. $500. All right. Okay, so let's see how that looks. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot. Alright, so let's see. Now the beam does take a little longer to complete. Alright. So if our beam starts here, how about if we end it slightly quicker? No. How about that? Yeah, I think that might look slightly better. Let's see. See one more. There we go. I think that looks much better. Okay, so that's it for our beams. Let's go ahead and shut those off for now. So next thing, in order to seal our shot, we're gonna have to do a little bit of adjustments. So we're gonna go ahead and create a new adjustment layer, and you guessed right, we're gonna add some exposure. I'm gonna name it, and we're just gonna name it exposure. There we go. Now we're gonna add, that's about right. Well, maybe let's go to 2, perhaps. Yeah, that's, so it looks about right. Okay. Again, beam here. Beam, no beam, beam, no beam, beam. Alright, so bring our opacity, 0, boom, 50. Well, it's kind of like if we were doing 1, but whatever. So here comes the fun part. And we're just gonna do a quick mask on our characters. And torso. There we go. And we're gonna go ahead and feather that, let's say 50 pixels. No, that's a bit too much. Let's go to 25. There we go. Now we're gonna create another mask. Well, let's go ahead and first play with this mask. So let's see how that looks. Oh, and guess what? You guessed it. We're going to copy our Twitch, and we're going to add it to our exposure. And now check this out. Actually, no. In this case, we're going to remove... No, let's set this up to 20 as well. There we go. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Alright, anywho. We're going to lock our second mask. And, you guessed it, we're going to make a third mask. lock this up. Bring this up right here. And we're gonna feather that motherfucker. 150. Not sure about the blur though. Let's see. Okay. Actually feel like this one should be slightly here. Let's make it bigger at the end so it kind of moves. There we go. Makes it look a lot bigger, a lot better. So let's see how these look all together. Save often. This bitch crashes a lot. Yeah, I think we're slightly overexposed. So let's see. Yeah, let's bring it down to 1. That's fine. Since we have a twitch, the twitch might take it higher. You know, alright, that's good. Okay, so let's shut these off. We're going to create a new, and we're going to make a new adjustment layer. We're going to rename this Heat. And thanks to Video Copilot, we have a beautiful, beautiful plugin called Heat Distortion. Now let's set to fire. Let's go ahead and use one of these presets. Smoky. Heat amount. Bring this to 100. See how, no, that's too much. Heat amount, heat bias, heat scale, 0. No, that's fine. Okay. Remember, everything is following our beam here. So here, our adjustment layer, we hit our G to open our pen tool, and we're going to create a little mask here. So let's bring down our heat distortion, opacity 100, opacity 0. So let's turn on all our elements. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that would be the basics. Now, color correction. You can make this slightly darker. There we go. I like that. Okay, you know what? The fucking left flare. That's bugging. Left fucking flare. There we go. Let's see.
Yo, check this out.
Alright guys, so that's it for today's tutorial.
Oh no!
There's a little details there that I left out.
No shit.
Particles flying around, burning and whatnot.
No shit.
Also, if you can see on the knees, there's some cracks. And I want to leave those out to get a little bit more in detail to them, because pretty much the cracks, I turn them into 3D layers that, you know, can be adjusted. And I do want to explain a little bit more into how to apply those. So we're going to leave those for another tutorial. And I guess if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you guys enjoyed it, you know, put it in the comments. If you guys feel there was something missing, post it in the comments below. You know, hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, whatever you guys want, any social media, just let me know. Also, what type of other tutorials would you guys like to see? What other type of effects? I'll be more than glad to try to recreate them for you and teach you how to do it. And if you have any suggestions whatsoever, drop it in the comments below. Send me an email. Let me know what's up. Just hit me up. Let's stay connected. Thank you guys for stopping by for our first tutorial on this channel. We will be trying our best to show you guys how to do more effects and whatnot, more advanced techniques.